Hi, grade 7. Okay, today we will talk about alleles in Mendel's cross. Okay, as we know, the difference between gene and allele. Okay, gene, a word used by the scientists to describe the factors that control a trait. Okay, while alleles are the different forms of gene. The gene that controls stem height in these has one allele for tall stem and one allele for the short stem. Each bee plant inherits two alleles, one from the egg and the other from the sperm. A plant may inherit two alleles for tall stems, two alleles for short stems, or one of each. So, an organism's traits are controlled by the alleles it inherits from its parents. Some alleles are known as dominant allele, while other alleles are recessive. The difference between dominant allele and recessive allele. A dominant allele is one whose trait always shows up in the organism when the allele is present, while a recessive allele, on the other hand, is hidden whenever the dominant allele is present. Okay? Look at the diagram in front of you. Okay? This is a tall purebred bee plant that crossed with short purebred bee plant. Okay, the tallness trait expressed by T capital, while shortness trait expressed by T small, and this is known as parental. In F1 first generation, according to the Mendel experiment, all plants inherit one dominant allele. Okay, T small, and one recessive allele, T capital, one T capital from tall, okay, tall parent, and one T small from the short parent. Okay, so again, in first generation, what happened? All plants inherit one dominant allele, T capital, and one recessive allele, T small. Okay, so all plants carry two different alleles, T capital, T small, and this is known as hybrid tall plant. Okay, what's meant by hybrid organism? Hybrid is an organism has two different alleles for a trait. Okay, the organism that carry different alleles of the trait, carry the gene, carry different alleles of the trait. Like the plant in F1 generation carry different allele, okay, one of them allele responsible for tallness and another allele which is responsible for shortness, okay. Why all the first one plant are tall? Why all the plant in the first generation were tall? Because the dominant allele for the tall stem that expressed by T capital can mask the recessive allele for the short stems that symbolized or expressed by T small. Okay, so tallness trait strong enough to can be hide the shortness trait. Symbols for alleles. We use symbols to express the alleles. Okay, we have dominant allele and recessive allele. A dominant allele symbolized by capital letter, while recessive allele symbolized by the same letter but using lower case version. Okay, like in tallness, we use T capital because tallness is a dominant allele, while recessive allele like shortness expressed by T small. So we use the same letter but the lowercase version. Significance of Mendel's contribution. Before Mendel, most people thought that the traits of an individual organism were simply a blend of parents' characteristics. Okay, but after Mendel experiments, Mendel showed that the offspring traits are determined by individual, separate alleles, and depend on the alleles that the individual or the offspring received from parents, where The offspring receive one factor of trait from female parent and receive other factor of trait from male parent. Okay? So Mendel showed that the offspring traits are determined by individual separate alleles inherited from each parent. Okay? Fortunately, the value of Mendel's discovery wasn't known during his lifetime, but when scientists in the early 1900s rediscovered Mendel's work, they quickly realized its importance. Okay, so because of his work, Mendel is often called the father of genetics. Okay, thank you for your good listening, and goodbye.